Morning, everyone, and welcome to the briefing for Tuesday, the 19th of December. Okay, chart today showing high pressure in the Atlantic, but we've got a couple of fronts to deal with. It's showing one cold front after the next. This is the midday chart, and it looks like the second one is almost over the Lasham area, but probably not clearing through until an hour or two after that. Going further ahead, this evening's probably quite nice. Generally a northwesterly flow, and hopefully we're going to see this high pressure start to move in. Not really. Tomorrow's looking a little bit better. They're showing some features around. Could be slightly warm sector by the looks of it, so a little bit damp, but otherwise hopefully flyable. And then going into Thursday, you see these isobars tightening up quite a lot, and it looks like the wind is going to be the limiting factor on Thursday, which at the current forecast will stop us flying. Friday, isobars still pretty tightly packed, bringing wind from the west-northwest, and they're showing this front over the top of us, but this far ahead, that will probably change. Winds today, 320, 20 to 25 knots. And the sat pic, you can very clearly see that the back end of that cold front, still not over the country, just over the sort of southeast area of Ireland at the moment. So still got a little way to go, but it looks like quite a good clearance. Rain radar then, yeah, you can see that associated rain with the front, and looking at the rainfall forecast as we go throughout the day, it's moving through. And by about midday, it's starting to reduce. Now, looks like a possible clearance here at about 1 p.m., but then it's sort of showing this second band and just trailing afterwards. So it's hard to pick out exactly where it thinks the end of the front is going to be. It could be that it clears up about 1 p.m. It could be that we've still got a lot of spots of rain at about 3 o'clock. So it's really dependent on how that works out. And all we can do is watch what the rain is doing through the morning, and see when we think it's actually going to clear. Public forecast then is showing heavy showers this morning, and then lighter showers around midday to 1 p.m. and then dry after that. Temperature reducing as the front moves through, and by the time it might get flyable, a fairly steady breeze from the northwest. Notice the visibility improving from about 1 p.m. and the humidity dropping off to about 90% from about 2 p.m. onwards. So that's basically where we might be able to go flying about 2 p.m. onwards by the looks of it. Later in the day, the better. Unsurprisingly, at midday, temperature and dew points are very close together, but at 3 p.m., GFS is showing temperature of 8 degrees in our area, with dew points set at around 5 or 6. The further west you are, the better. That's the current view outside. It's raining and it's pretty miserable. ODM is showing heavy drizzle at the moment. They don't seem to be putting out TAF at the moment, so I guess they've broken up for Christmas. Farnborough, yeah, rain drizzle at the moment. They're showing becoming scattered at 2,500, but they've got lots of tempos here, obviously, for this morning, rain, low cloud, and drizzle. They've still got a prop 40 here for this afternoon of broken clouds at 1,400 and rain and drizzle. So they're saying it might not quite get flyable. Okay, top meteo, midday. It's showing just a little bit of drizzle and lower cloud around. So go ahead an hour or so, fairly clear. It's showing the chance of some lower cloud and potentially some mist, but otherwise clear of rain and clear of any low cloud from about 2 p.m. onwards, albeit maybe not quite the classic cold front clearance that we would like. Okay, there's no NOTAMs that would affect today. There's some shooting and some danger areas out to the west, but I think it's going to cause us any problems. Okay, and operationally, if we do go flying, it will be on 2-7. We'll have the launch point probably set further into the runway. We'll probably need to have wet runway operations after all this rain. Launch point offset to the south of the runway, and we'll have the cables running down the north side due to that fairly significant northerly component in the wind. Even if it was strong enough, it would be far too wet to go down onto the runway 34. So cables running down the north side, and then wet runway operations will be south side circuits onto the runway, any north side circuits onto the north side grass. It's quite important to keep that so we don't have conflict at the end of each base leg. So south side circuits onto the runway, north side onto the north side grass. Aeroturning will be from the southern edge of the runway as normal. Okay, it does look a bit doubtful that we'll be flying today, even if it does get flyable later. There's not many people on the list, so we'll very much need to play it by ear, see who turns up, and see what the weather does. Otherwise, the simulator's serviceable, and you're more than welcome to come along for bronze tests or any theory lectures you require. Okay, see you out there. Bye for now.